High school English is often a class that students may think is boring or irrelevant to their future, but one teacher in DeSoto is bringing literature and reading to life. News 8's Eric Jacobson introduces us to this month's top-notch teacher.
I want you to read it like a writer.
DeSoto English teacher Cody Morrison never thought he'd be here.
As a student, I was the type of person who would sit in the back of the classroom. I would never talk, hate speaking in front of people.
But it was a conversation with his father
Does that make sense?
that he decided teaching was his passion.
He would notice me working with kids, mentoring kids, and he saw something, I guess, there, and he said, you should consider teaching.
In his fourth year now,
A lot of people think grammar, convention, spelling.
he's trying to change the perception of English
At this point, who's the target audience?
with each one of his students.
English is literature, it's stories, connecting to people, connecting emotionally, connecting with ideas, all sorts of things.
Connecting those ideas in real life is what Morrison says English is all about.
We move on to the Dark Ages, where we talk about knights and we bring in King Arthur's court, the Knight of the Round Table. After we read the stories, I charged all the students with being a knight for a week, and they had to do good deeds. They had to give people compliments.
Bringing literature to life outside the classroom.
The vast majority of the students said, you know what, I didn't quite like the assignment when it started, but there is a noticeable impact on the atmosphere.
According to students, that perception is changing in his class.
You'd think it's more common, but it is rare to find a teacher that affects you so much. And he is an English teacher, but I've learned the most in his class, and I think the huge fraction of that is just kind of about life.
He usually incorporates like music or fun stuff into the lessons, and it's usually a pretty fun class.
It's a class Morrison hopes
What types of things do you notice?
that keeps students engaged in literature.
I see a lot of them reading more, so I think that's a win.
Reporting in DeSoto, Eric Jacobson, News 8.
In all, Morrison teaches English, creative writing, and presentation skills and literature for both freshmen and juniors at DeSoto. He also teaches a careers course in the middle school. He says watching the students grow throughout that time is a rewarding feeling. Congratulations to him.